Previously on OATHSWORN.
And pulls back his hood, revealing the charred, horned head of Commander Azar.
I shoot a flare that is more sound than smoke.
It looks like I'm going to be carrying Blackshot winter clothing and a good old crimson shot from our good friend Suleiman.
What do we say? That was great effect. You got a 6?
Yeah, so 3 ticks.
Yeah, 4 ticks.
4 ticks.
Yeah, so standard effect would have been 3 ticks, and then great effect gives +1.
I always thought it was standard effect was 2 ticks. Limited is 1. Great is 3. Am I wrong?
Hang on. I've got the thing open. I thought I had the thing open.
It's based on tier.
Oh, okay.
So it's tier plus scale.
Got it. Okay.
Plus potency if we had that. And then on top of that is effect level. So limited would have been -1. Standard would have been +0. Great is +1 and extreme is +2.
Got it.
Okay. 4 out of 10 on that one. This one is going to move in and try and pry Judet off of the Narrows. I'll go ahead and roll for that.
Every be a lady tonight.
Pretty good. I think what happens here is it like surges in with a chomp that's powered up with that fire, and Judet has to jump to get clear of it. Which means she's fine, but she is no longer in the middle of trying to hogtie the Narrows.
That's not good.
No.
What do y'all do?
Be close enough to... We're not really in a great spot to throw oil on either of these things, especially if they got fire. If Dorado and this one rookie came down, we could get oil on the one that's by Judet, but I still don't... Oh, right, Wrecking Kit could set it on fire. Should I do that?
Could. I think that'd be a rig.
I don't know that I have that. I don't think I do. Nope.
I think it might be time for Aoife to shoot your grafted again. Because if Aoife can put 5 ticks in it, or even 4 ticks and let you finish it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, best I can do is 4 ticks without spending another aim. I do have 3 aim, but I was kind of expecting to at least spend one of those on my crimson shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever comes after this.
Yeah.
But I can get to 4 easy.
Yeah. And then 1 tick from Dorado and the remaining rookie.
Just roll a 6.
Just roll a 6.
Easy.
Just crit, easy.
Super easy.
Okay. In that case, then, yeah, I'm gonna spend another black shot. That's been 4 so far. I'm gonna push myself, and let's see, black shot, fine rifle. That puts me at on par with them. And what was I doing again? Oh no, pushing myself then brings me above that. It's a great effect.
Great effect.
Is there anything else I could do here?
I mean, Dorado could get the thing's attention. You could ask for a devil's bargain.
Oh yeah, what could Dorado do here to help?
Kris?
Yeah, I mean, you said get its attention. At least I know it can breathe fire now.
Totally.
So.
And Dorado can deal with that.
She still has her shield, so like could sort of like, I don't know, like bang axe against shield, knowing that these things are made of feral, like pay attention over here.
Absolutely, 100%.
There's a help.
Yeah, you do that.
Please roll good. I don't want to die.
All right.
But yeah, maybe she can do that while like maintaining enough distance that like should it shoot fire again, I should be able to like jump out of the way.
100%.
And I'm still in a control position, right?
You absolutely are.
Oops, wrong chat. I rolled in rules and documents for some reason.
Rules and documents.
But I rolled a 4.
Oh no.
A 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blessed result. Okay.
Blessed for who?
Okay, so first of all, you get it. You get a success. +4 is the effect level, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. You put a shot straight through this thing. And it collapses. It's like you shot the Gordian knot at the center of the thing, and it just collapses.
Yeah.
Its constituent parts just sort of like fall to the ground. Some of them start slithering away.
My like chosen eye is doing like this weird like reticle lock-on thing, and I keep trying to get to the center of it.
Yeah, 100%. And then it does it again to Dorado.
Huh?
And you feel a compulsion to pull the trigger.
This is good. I love this.
This is fine and great.
You hear, Matthew, what would Azar, or something that feels like Azar, say to try and get Aoife to kill Dorado?
That's not your commander.
You can resist this.
I can?
Yeah.
I don't know about it.
This would
I mean, can I make this an insight resist?
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, I think you could insight this.
Because like the compulsion, is it physical or is it like mental?
It's difficult to tell, but I think even now you can tell it sounds just like Azar, but it's like a recording of Azar being played back.
Mm-hmm. And I think I kind of just try to focus and just kind of like laugh to myself a little bit jokery, a little bit twisted. And and just kind of say, you know as well as I do, I follow my own sort of orders.
Nice. 46.
1 stress.
1 stress. Okay.
I wonder if he was paranoia. Like the Azar voice is like, no, you're not louder than my paranoia. Shut up.
Yeah. It's like, I fucking killed you. You're shut up. Get owned.
Okay. Other side of the canyon, this thing is like on fire and hurt, but it is still scrambling to try and climb up towards you. But the banner is like now lodged in it. You don't have that in your hands now.
Yeah. I have a fine hand weapon. Does Threekt have a hand weapon?
I have a family weapon?
Yeah, that's a not stylish, but has a history. How did you get it?
Okay. I can skirmish.
We might just have to group skirmish here.
Let's do it.
Lead from the front gives scale.
I think that puts you at risky standard for this one.
Yeah, that's all I got, I think.
What are we at on this one? We're at 4 of 10?
Yep.
Okay. And if we get a success here, it'll be 3 ticks, you're saying, yeah?
If we get a standard success, yes, it'd be 3
Okay,
ticks.
so we can just do that twice. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lol.
There's a 6.
I'll take a stress.
Do we just want to roll that one more time? We got the 6. Like, let's just get it done, you know? Keep hacking.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Same position effect, everything. That's not good.
Let's see if I can get a success. There's a success.
Okay, so
There's
we
a
do
5.
take it out, but there is a risky consequence.
Consequence.
And I
Yeah.
take one more stress.
How close are you to death?
I got 3.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, you just go to work on this thing, right? You just begin laying into it, taking off what limbs and what extraneous bits that you can as you try and get towards the core of the thing. But it is massive and it is dangerous and it is on fire.
Yeah.
And being close to this thing is just inherently dangerous. Take the level 3 harm going down with the ship, I guess.
Okay. So do we have do we have an extra rookie with us? I've forgotten. We do. Okay.
Yeah.
We do.
So we need to
Yeah.
resist
You
that
should,
to
yeah.
keep the rookie alive. I have armor and a shield. So can I use that to take that down to level 1 and then resist to keep the rookie alive?
Yes, you can.
Cool.
I will also use my armor to resist down to 1.
What's the level 1
Well, it's armor.
version? Sorry.
Lance, are you also armor and shield?
No, I fitted heavy armor, so I get 2 ticks.
You have okay. Yeah, you get 2 ticks. The level 1 version of this, I think, is level 1 harm worse for wear.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to pitch this as a prowess resist.
Yeah.
I think that my family weapon is actually like a polearm. I think
Okay.
I had it strapped to my back, and I'm going to angle that I'm like in a moment when this rookie, I don't know which of the 3 unnamed rookie or named rookies we have over here, but in like a tense moment, I like twirl the polearm around so that I like knock that rookie back out of the way with the blunt end.
Sure.
Let's see how that goes. Okay, 1 stress. That's fine.
1 stress, not too bad.
Let's go.
Did that other rookie
Yeah.
die?
Yes, we 1 died.
1 rookie died. Yeah.
We didn't establish who it was.
Yeah. One
No.
of these 3. Okay, that's 2 taken out.
That's 2. You've got the other one and the Neros
Right.
hanging out here. That's right. You do need to take 3 corruption from that. Thank you.
I think I'm
You
gonna.
can, of course.
It rolls over, right? Corruption.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna spend 1 reliquary and take a blade. I'm not
And
gonna
take a blade?
I'm not gonna roll to resist. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me go look up
You
what
don't
the
still have
blades
your special
look like.
armor?
What was that? Special armor?
Oh, you're using your special armor for
I'm
later.
saving it for later. I think I'm going to take more than 3 corruption.
Yeah, that's fair.
What's the status on these clocks?
We have 1 more 10-step clock for this feral grafted. That's over by Judet and the Narrows. Judet was halfway to hog tying the Narrows.
Most of the way
At
there.
a
3/4
time?
of the way.
Yeah, and then we've still got the 3rd wave of Never to deal with. And that's a 10-step clock.
So the feral that was attacking us, we finished off.
Yeah, you absolutely.
Yeah,
killed it.
you finished off.
That's what I'm for.
Level 2 blade. This can be concealed with clothes, but squad mates may notice reliquaries boil in your presence.
Uh-oh.
We already took mutation, which is the kiss mark.
Yep.
He now has hard eyes.
God.
Maybe something
Guys, just get some sunglasses.
something feral inspired, maybe?
So rage, ever present need to destroy fills your mind. Or hunger, a natural desire to feed on human flesh and blood.
You could do like a feral version of hunger where you're like deeply distracted by sensory input.
Okay. Blade, ADHD. That works for me.
Okay. What is Tktk doing about this corruption?
Oh, just taking it. That's his first 3 corruption. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at the situation. You've taken out 2 of these massive grafted. The other one is confronting Yuda and the Neros. or the crafted and the narrows are confronting Judet. The third wave has arrived, and there are there's another mass of these never that are tumbling along, and they are accompanied by two of these strange dark horses that you had seen before, but neither of them has a rider.
Does Aoife see something different?
Ooh.
Aoife, when you look at these things, the presence in your head says, back into the fray, and there's a sound like a lightning clap. And you can feel the burning sensation left behind, but the presence seems to be gone. And a dark figure materializes on one of the horses.
That only I can see?
For all to see.
Oh, shit. Oh, this is a very cool boss.
Azar holds forth his hand, and the Never begin to charge towards Judet.
I'd like to group maneuver so that we're in a better position to deal with the Nero and the final grafted.
Sure.
From both sides.
Oh, sure.
So I'll put where I'd like people to be.
Sounds good to me. So what I think this is controlled limited. I think you're moving pretty far. And you're moving in coordination without being able to see one another, and that's why it's limited.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like Aoife is staying hunkered down.
I don't know I probably don't have the drop anymore. If this thing is like connected.
Azar knows where you are.
So there's nowhere I can go that he won't be able to.
No, Azar's out of view now, right?
Yeah, Azar knows where you currently are. But the presence doesn't seem to be like it still hurts, but you no longer feel like there's a ghost inside you.
Yeah, I'm gonna move then.
Okay.
Like, those headaches where it's just like it feels like there's a pressure right behind your eyes. Yeah. Like that went away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some weird monkey shit, and I'm gonna use my my like ghillie suit thing, and I'm gonna kind of like throw it onto the other tree like a net to like catch me in the canopy as I jump from one tree to the adjacent tree.
Very good. For a minute, I thought you were going to use the honeycomb, like the beehive, as like reveal it's a wrecking ball, and it like swings like Tarzan from one tree to the other tree.
I thought of doing something like that, and then figured that wasn't very practical, and you would give me a negative for it.
that would have been so many stress flashback to get that set up.
Can I boost the effect by using the final charge on my flare gun?
The final charge on your what? You cut
flare
out.
Gun, so that I can signal to the other side, like, hey, get to the retreat position or the...
Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah.
That'll make it controlled standard.
Okay. We don't get crits across all of us, but group maneuver is still good.
Group maneuver. Wow.
Oh, I got
there's
a crit
anyway.
And I give myself a stress.
monkey. Oh,
beautiful.
Yeah.
The effect is still a crit, yeah.
Aoife getting it done.
Incredible.
I did describe at the very beginning of the campaign that her like body is like sort of covered in like little tiny scars from like falling out of trees. So
totally
critting on doing like some epic monkey shit here is great.
Yeah, no, that's good.
It's like a
payoff.
flying squirrel.
Yeah, you're perfectly situated. What do you want to do?
I want to instantly aim for another one of these Azars.
Sure.
This is the final wave, right?
This is the third wave of the Vanguard.
Okay, control standard would be 2 ticks as the starting line.
Correct.
Because of black shot and fine rifle.
Fine weapon.
Yeah. So then I push myself for more effect. So that would bring me up to great. I spend an aim. Does it go great to extreme, or is that just great to +4? I don't know if we did this math
great
right
to
earlier.
extreme.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just keep it extreme then.
I'm cheering for you.
Mm-hmm.
Another crit.
Yo.
Jesus. In a controlled extreme environment.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Good God.
This is ridiculous.
Paint me a little bit more of a picture of like Aoife looking down the sights at this thing that she knows is pretending to be Azar.
I almost want to like flash back to a thing, but like I don't know if we can like justify that it ever happened. Like, okay, my thought is that there was some time where like Azar was like threatening to court-martial her for something, like back in the past, and like they kept it a secret or something like that because it's like, well, we can't afford to lose Aoife, even though she's a huge pain in my ass.
I can absolutely imagine like Azar and Marshall having that argument.
Yeah.
Aoife's waiting outside the tent.
Yeah.
Marshall like leaves.
Like I'm imagining maybe like I almost imagine she was like doing some sketchy shit with Suleiman or something.
We didn't have him yet.
I don't know what it is though. Oh, because I'm trying to figure out because like she joined up on that first mission. I don't know.
Suleiman didn't join till later.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out like when this sort of thing might have happened in the timeline.
Oh, sure.
Because was there implied time that the Legion was together before the big party at the beginning?
Oh yeah.
So Aoife could have already had experience with Azar.
Yes.
So maybe this was like literally one of the first missions that she went on.
Right.
She like directly disobeyed orders but then also like popped off and like won the day. And that caused an argument.
Yeah, like didn't come back and report as soon as it was done. Kind of just sort of like immediately went and celebrated the victory or something like that instead of like reporting back, giving
debrief.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think Azar said to her that night when he was like, I'm giving you a fucking chance here?
You have talent. Don't waste it.
Oh, I hate it because the only thing I can think of here is like a very Shadow the Hedgehog kind of line.
Embrace it.
Lean into it.
Thanks for appreciating my talent. I'll use it to waste you.
How did you stay in this Legion for as long as you did? Holy shit.
Because I'm an incredibly talented sniper.
You pull the trigger, and even before the bullet hits, you're reloading. You're pivoting from your new position. There's a lightning strike as Azar disappears from the first horse and appears in the second, and your second bullet goes straight between his eyes.
Incredible.
And both of these just miserable steeds of darkness just collapse into the ground and disintegrate into worms.
So I am playing this kind of cheesy, but I have described her as having like pretty rapid like mood swings. Like in the first mission, she was like crying while she was shooting. And I think she is kind of in this like kind of disturbing fucking Joker mode right now. I think she's just like cackling like a witch at the top of this tree as she just like absolutely pops off on these multiple Azars.
Great.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah, she processes stress in weird ways.
Okay. We still have a Crimson Shot that we're probably not actually going to need.
I don't know about that. We still got a Narrows.
And a big rafted.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of weird to be like, oh, you dealt with the big bad guy. Here's one more enemy. Do you want to use a Crimson Shot on it? It only gives you a trauma.
Yeah, this won't kill Aoife, I don't think.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And that'll clear the end of this mission pretty quick, and we're 20 minutes from what we said was a hard out.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about it, Devin?
I mean, I'm set up to the point in terms of resources where like I'm pretty much down to my last big thing.
Okay. Let's try and do a setup action for Aoife, like harrying this grafted.
Absolutely.
Are we group shooting at it to like get it into a good spot for her?
Yeah, we're trying to pin it down essentially with cover fire with this group shoot.
Yeah, that sounds good.
What's the position effect?
This is, there's still this weird thrashing going on here. So this is controlled limited.
What sort of bonus does a controlled limited grant?
What do you mean? What kind of bonus?
This is a setup action for Aoife's Crimson Shot.
Right. The way I've typically done it is a limited setup doesn't provide any benefit.
Okay. Let's make it risky. We're holding position near a thrashing thing.
Absolutely you are.
Yeah.
Group shoot, risky standard. Everyone's just going to roll sixes, whatever.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 6.
There's one.
There's a 6.
I will take a stress. God. Oh, that's Aoife. My bad.
We've still got a Matthew on the board.
There it is.
God damn. There's a crit.
I don't know if that's a crit. I guess it's a group action in combat. So yeah, it's a crit.
Yeah, 100%.
Plus 2 bonuses.
Yeah. Aoife, you have 2 bonuses.
Oh my god.
Annihilate it.
I'm like looking at the math right now and I'm like so confused. Okay. So yeah, I'm just like, oh,
I think Lance shouts annihilate it or something.
Yeah. Like I don't have cover at this point, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So I'm like just screaming, laughing at the top of this tree. It's just like echoing through the mountains.
Yeah.
So I've just gone full fucking sicko mode up here.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. And I pull a piece of a star out of my pocket and put it into my gun.
I thought you said Azar.
I heard Azar.
I got his fingers. I got your fingers. I'm going to load your fingers into my gun and shoot him.
Pop the eyeball into the gun. No. So I don't remember how we did this before, but the Crimson Shot starts as a threat for attack.
Yep.
So are we just doing like, so if
here's what I will say. If you use the Crimson Shot, it will apply to both of their clocks.
Oh, because it probably has like a little bit of explosive effect.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Is it gonna hurt you, Dad?
No, she got jumped back. That was the whole thing. She's not on top of them right now.
Yeah, the whole setup action was like making sure that this thing doesn't advance into position.
If you roll 6 ones, though.
Yeah.
Don't joke. That's possible.
Okay. So I start at threat 4, and I have a fine rifle. So, like, Are we just talking in threat numbers here?
I mean, here's where I'm at. I'm like, Aoife has everything that Aoife has. I would just say this is risky standard. Let's just see what happens, and this will be the last roll of the mission.
Okay.
Is that fair to say?
Because, like, I was going to push myself and spend aim, and I have these 2 bonuses from the help action.
Like, if you want to push yourself, you can, but you have so many other benefits here that it's more like...
But I'm going to take a trauma here, so I might as well.
Right, exactly. Oh, right, because if you trauma, then your stress will...
So I have push, aim, Crimson Shot, plus 2 bonuses from my help. So I'm like, totally. I don't even know how to calculate what this is, but it's huge.
Yeah. You go below controlled. You're just in like JoJo time stop.
You've got the star in Mario. Like you're just killing it.
And I look up at the already partially shattered sky, and I.
What do you scream down at these monsters before you lay waste to them?
I don't think I'm like even coherent? Like intelligible at this point. I think I'm fully demon mode at this point.
I love that. I love that for her.
That would be 5d6.
Yeah.
It's another crit.
It's a crit.
What is happening?
Yeah.
Did Eva roll any not crits today?
Yeah, I rolled like a 4 earlier.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my goodness.
It's how did you describe it before? It's the sky like cracked in half.
Cracked like it was like I was inside of a glass sphere and the glass sphere started to crack. And then that sent me into a sensation like I was falling through the sky.
Yeah. There's a feeling this time that the ground itself has split open. And it reminds you most of Star Stuff, I think. It's just pouring out as if there was like a thin layer of the world and then just a fountain of this stuff. And both of these creatures, I think everything goes silent. Like, not as in like people like go quiet, but like there's just an utter absence of noise. And there's just this blinding light as these things just get evaporated as a beam of light shoots from the middle of the ground up to the sky.
Almost like I called down like fucking orbit fire.
Yeah. Except it's like there's also one underground and they're meeting in the middle.
Oh my god.
What do you do? Go paint me the picture of everyone like heading back to base.
I mean, something fucked up and weird probably happens to me personally, though, right?
Probably. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I think Lance doesn't believe that it's over. Is like checking, crossing the T's and dotting the I's.
Uh-huh.
I think Dorado like still has Lance's lenses and is like looking as far as she can see to see if there's like more coming from the mouth of the canyon.
There are forces heading your way, but they're more than a day away. The Legion has the time they need to make the preparations, to gain the advantages that they will need for their final battle at Skydagger Keep.
So we'll probably like get over to Lance and tell him like, that's it for now.
Okay.
We're done here.
As the shot goes off, I think the bullet leaving the gun pretty much just melts the gun. And the like hot material of the gun then catches the tree on fire. And I also pass out. But luckily, as I'm falling, I like get tangled in my own fucking ghillie suit thing. And it like wraps me up like a little fucking trap. And then I'm like hanging from one of these like bottom burning branches.
Like a hammock.
Yeah.
Like like those weird worms that just like hang out of trees on the line of silk. It's like that.
Somebody's gonna have to collect me.
Kill God, become worm.
Reject modernity, return to worm.
I took the trauma haunted.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I think I'm not just haunted by Azar. I think I'm haunted by everything.
Of course.
Yeah.
I broke a hole in reality, and the dead can see me.
So it's like the Visions Blight, but a trauma.
Sort of.
Oh boy.
That with paranoid.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the like I see dead people thing. It's like, no, the dead people see me, and that's worse.
Like you're half conscious before you black out in your worm mode, and instead of seeing the great shadowy giants,
I was about to say, I already had sleep paralysis demons or awake paralysis demons.
Well, now you see shadowy versions of everyone from the Record of the Fallen just surrounding you and staring up at you.
Do we have somebody who's Kaimordi or Mitzrayim on the team?
Tktk is 3.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have a mod store too.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Except one of these rookies dies, so we didn't decide whether it was Pav, Tamar, or Fenolia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say Pav died.
Okay.
I think Lance tells TK to make sure Judet is... Check on Judet. Threaked. I'm going to get Aoife out of that tree.
Yeah, sure, boss. Very slowly sort of slides down the hill towards the Chosen. As he's approaching, how's Judet?
She's perfectly still, staring at the spot where these two monsters once were. And she doesn't seem to notice you or respond.
Chosen?
She looks up at the sky, I think.
Boss says it's time to go.
Yes. What need for chosen in a world where this is possible? And she turns and begins heading back to Skydagger. OATHSWORN is an actual play podcast created by
Devin Nelson,
Gavin Fregeau,
Kris Allison,
Matthew Guzdial,
and me, Brendan McLeod. All music for the show is created by Devin Nelson. Find it and more at devindecibel.bandcamp.com. Find a link to their music and any of the games that we've played in the podcast description. Follow us at OathSwornPod on Twitter or at oathswornpodcast.com. If you enjoyed the show, please consider sharing it with a friend or rating us 5 stars on your podcast platform of choice. Until next time.